somebody didn't say nothing about him being coming back home alive and being thankful for. But anyway, Kenny called me one day, it's been several years ago, and said, I've got a boat, said it will run. Said that thing will really get out of here. And said, me and you can go fishing to Georgetown. I said, well, that's good. We'll go catch you some saltwater fish. I love saltwater fish. So he said, well, don't worry about a thing. Said, me and Bobby went to the flea market, and I've got all kind of line and tackle and hooks, the whole 9 yards. Don't worry about it. Just get in the car and let's go to the truck. So he came that morning, and I said to myself, well, I think I'll carry my little old tackle box just in case, you know, we might have something Kenny didn't get at the flea market. So I said, Kenny, we probably need to have prayer before we go, and we did, and I'm so thankful that we did. Or I may not have made it back alive. But anyhow, we took off for Georgetown. Everything was pretty uneventful, and when we got down to the waterway where you have to back down into the water there, Kenny told me to sit on the back and hold the rope as the boat went out in the water. So I did. We let the boat out in the water, and when Kenny went to pull off, he snatched it into drive and jerked the boat. The rope broke, and the boat went floating out in the water. So luckily we got somebody that would run the boat down and bring it back to us. And we got in the boat, and we went out to a place called North Santee. We started to get ready to fish, and Kenny said, I'll be here. I left every bit of that tackle in the truck. I said, well, lucky me, I brought mine so we can fish for a little while anyhow. So we fished a few minutes, didn't do any good. He said, well, I'll tell you what, said, let's go. I think I suggested that we go to South Santee, which is about 15 miles further on down. So he said, all right, that's what we'll do. He said, Kim and them had the boat Sunday at Santee, and they filled it up with gas, so we're good to go. We got plenty of gas. So we get about 10 miles down the waterway, and the boat sputters and dies. And we start floating over into the marsh grass. I said, Kenny, what's the matter with the boat? He picked up the gas can and said there ain't no gas in it. So we, somehow or another, we rigged up. He took the fish hook or whatever and turned the gas can right down in the corner and stuck the little nozzle tube down in there. And we got almost back to the landing and ran out of gas again. So I told Kenny, I said, that's with cell phones. I just come out with a cell phone. I said, we will not spend the night down here. I said, I'll call Van Barron or somebody to come get us. We ain't gonna spend the night down here. So anyhow, some good Samaritan came along and hooked a rope to us and pulled us out to the hill, and Kenny jumped in the truck and went and got gas and come back. And so we took out again for North Santee. I should have given up right then, sir. I see you shaking your head. I should have said, let's go home. I've had enough, but I didn't do it. I was a sucker for punishment. So we took out again and went down to North Santee, and Kenny had it wide open. He said, where you want to go? I said, let's go over to the other side of the bay over there. So we started out, probably about 45 miles an hour, and I saw this little bird, the last thing I remember. Saw a little bird walking on the water. And it wasn't water, it was sand. The little bird was walking on the water about that deep. So Kenny hit the sandbar doing about 45 miles an hour, and I was sitting in the front. And I remember going over head first, and the first thing I recall was my hands was in sand and I was breathing in salt water. And the thing that came to my mind was that this boat is fixing to run over me. I'm thrown out ahead of it, and it's fixing to run over me, and my brain will be split wide open. This is the end. But somehow or another, I got the strength to push down on the sand, and the water was that deep, like I said. I was just buried face first down in it. So anyway, I was wet all over. My cell phone was in the ocean. Some flounder, if you called me, some flounder would have to answer because I didn't have a cell phone no more. So I got back in the boat, and I said, he said, what you want to do? I said, I want to go home. So he took me back, we got in the truck and went home, and I've never been fishing with Kenny again. End of story.